Here, question 2. We're given a graph, which we can see very clearly. Use the graph of the function to find its average rate of change. Average rate of change, another word for average rate of change, is slope. Okay, from -6 to -5. So -6 would be this point here, and -5 would be this point here. Okay, simplify your answer as much as possible. Show you two ways. So average rate of change comes from the slope. So we oftentimes label slope m. You're thinking y equals mx plus b. Remember, that's the slope if we were to make this a linear equation. So if we connect these 2 points with a line, not thinking about the parabola anymore, but the slope of this line, that's what the average rate of change is. So what we need is two sets of, we need the y coordinates. Let's put it that way. So I've got -6 for the x, and I've got -5 for the other x. Let's find the y values. We're going to read them from the graph. So -6 is 8. Okay, so that's what I can do. -5, I come up, it is here at, this way, the value is +5. Okay, so that's a key part. I'm going to come back to this, but remember the slope formula. We'll do it this way. y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. If you have it the other way around, that's okay. You'll get the same value. And again, we have to call one of these points the first point, the other the second. Doesn't really matter. That's arbitrary, but let's just call this first one here, the 6, we'll call that point 1. And we'll call the second one point 2. Okay. A little subsetting, okay? So we can do it this way, and I'll show you a quicker way. So point 2 is a 5, minus the y value of point 1 is 8. The x value of point 2 is -5. See, a lot of getting this lined up. And then I want x1, so that's the x value of the first point, so that's going to be subtracting -6. Okay, so 5 minus 8, that's going to give us -3. That's -3. I don't know if you do this. I do this all the time. I'll say one thing and I write something else. Our minds are thinking differently. So be careful as you write through things. -5 minus minus, so that makes a plus. So I'm thinking -5 plus 6. That's going to be +1. So our slope is just 3. That's what we're going to enter in down here. Let me show you another way we can get to this. Again, I may have mentioned this before, but I am dyslexic. So putting these into the formulas, I oftentimes will get something backwards. And it's a real struggle to do it. But what I found is from ancient India, they have this way of doing things visually. And it's like 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. This is how they did it. They would do, in this case, this is called vertically and crosswise. Just have to kind of remember these little poems. They call them sutra. Vertically and crosswise. And then the other thing is you just have to remember, what do we do vertically? Well, vertically, we're going to subtract the coordinates. So notice they're nicely lined up. So we're going to subtract -6 minus 5. Minus minus, that makes it a +5. I'll just kind of say, okay, in between this is a +5, so -6. I'm going to get a -1. Over here on the y's, I take 8, subtract 5. Again, putting this in, 8 minus 5 is going to give us +3. Now, time for the crosswise thing. Remember, these are the x's, these are the y's. So what we need is we need the x underneath the y. So crosswise, we just tuck the -1 over here, and we end up with -3. So you can almost, if you just line these up, you can visually go straight down, tuck it underneath, and you'll have the same slope. Oops, see, I'm glad I did this. I forgot this negative. Better put that there, -3, right? So these are going to match up. So we can use the slope formula, or we can use the vertically and crosswise from ancient India, and they both work, and they both will always work. I tell you what, this is the one I like a little bit better because I get these generally 100% of the time. The only time I might make an error is I forget to carry over that negative. Over here, I may be batting about a 75%. I'll get the Y2 and the Y1 or X2. I'll get something mixed up over here. Anyway, that's my little addition. And then just make sure you get it in there correctly. It's a -3, not just 3. And then we're good from there. Okay.